in the dead of night, on that broken road, I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred. But where you came isn't who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. The storm keeps on raging, but don't you forget, God's not done with you yet. When it feels like you're losing the war in your head, just know this isn't the end. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. You still got time.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Less than a yard.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Heck of a move. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. The Steelers hit 9-3 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Come on. Set. Come. Viking 18. Warrior 70. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Ready? 70 Lions. Bronco 80. Check.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers 0. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third down at 6.
Riggs. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. 19 Tiger. 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 19. 19 Ready?
They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Huntley to throw.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Second and 10.
18, Pioneer. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, Huntley.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves, 79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
To throw, Huntley. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Cougar 19, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now Huntley. Now he'll tuck this and run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 43.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
The 4-yard line.
70, 19 right.
Looking to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one.
Now loose football. The ball comes out.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked
As we
tight with
speak.
the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Now he's going to step up and run.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This is 2nd and 8.
Henry up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
You change it.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On a quick.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Nice up. Nice up.
Man in motion left. That's Collins.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. First down, here's Mitchell.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Real quick.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
You at X. You at X. Middle. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, go!
A run for Debo here to start the drive.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that,
and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Christian McCaffrey
Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
and I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
shot. Shot.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Yo.
From the gun, Jackson. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 40 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Luke now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Steelers 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ready.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 29. And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Stop, ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ready, ready, ready.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Pumped on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
44-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard
DC,
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Jackson now. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey, report! Report!
Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Nico Collins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nico Collins, 79 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 17. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most I wanted Ed with a PAT this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Yeah, the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. Two-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. The tight end in motion right. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Ravens.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing now is Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Hey, middle.
Jackson to throw. And he's got it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Gibbs will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Got it. 79.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Baltimore, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that could have implications on the